My name's Anne. I'm a long-term resident of Durham and I'm a retired deputy head teacher. Worked in this area for all of my life, having come back after university. So I would say that Durham is well and truly my hometown. Um, I was brought up in the Catholic faith. Well, I went to the Catholic Church, it's probably more accurate. But from about 12, I refused to go. I turned my back completely on anything to do with church, with God, and became very much a God denier. Um, Not the same for my brother, who continued in his faith. And it's my brother who is at the centre of this story, really. Um, about 4 years ago, Nick was diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer. And on that day, I found myself on my knees, imploring a God that I said that I didn't believe in, and also being incredibly angry with the God that I said I didn't believe in. I surprised myself, but put it down to the trauma of what I'd just heard. During Nick's protracted illness, I went to see him and his lovely wife very regularly, and when he was well enough, he attended church, and as a courtesy I felt, I went to church with them whilst my husband walked the dog. So I, on a fairly regular basis, went to church with them and enjoyed fellowship with their congregation. However, one day, their pastor, Gareth, was talking about Jonah, and Jonah had been given an instruction from God, but he was running away. He didn't want to listen to this instruction from God. And Gareth, the pastor, said, just conversationally really, so, is there anyone in the congregation who feels as if they are running away from God? And I surprised myself and my family by actually putting my hand up in the congregation. And when I looked around, I was the only one. But yeah, I admitted then that I was running away from God. But I didn't really do anything about it. I continued to listen. I kept an open mind, but did nothing about it. And ultimately, that came to a bit of a point when my brother died. He had stayed staunch, unshakable, unwavering in the face of the terrible things that happened to him during that illness. And all the time, what he prayed for was a peaceful and quiet death. And he had that. I was there with my husband, with his wife, and even with the little dog sitting with us. And there was peace in that room. And that peace didn't come from within me. That peace was from elsewhere. And yeah, there was a lightness of spirit. There was a feeling that what Nick had wanted had come about, and the feeling that his God was there to take Nick into his arms. So that couldn't be ignored. I decided that I had to explore what this was. I came to St Nics to an Alpha course where I had the opportunity to ask lots of questions, to discuss with others some of those huge questions that I'd had all of my life. And ultimately, during Alpha, I decided that I had to stop running away, and that what I wanted to do was face God and walk with him, not run from him. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to continue my journey alongside God, alongside the Lord, rather than in the opposite direction. And I know that my life has changed for the better. I think I've had a good life. I think I've been very, very fortunate. But I think once I accepted Christ again, I felt a weight that I didn't know was there lift from my shoulders and my heart. I'm happier in myself. I think that my cynicism that I've built up over the years has dissipated. I like to think that I can meet people eye to eye and be open to others. I enjoy the friendship and fellowship of people in the church, but more than anything else, I think what I have is a hope and a firm belief that this life isn't all there is, and that there's a joyful future for us, and ultimately, like my brother, the Lord will be there with his arms open for anybody who wants to meet him. And my biggest prayer is that everyone could feel that joy, that everyone could feel that peace that I feel, that everyone could have the smile that I feel coming to my face when I think about Jesus and everything that Jesus did for me and for everyone.